Now I'm going to grab all these locators and increase their size to about 10. All right, and I'm going to go here and start giving these the appropriate names. This first one is going to be locator abs trigger. And it just occurred to me that I might have created one too many for the test I'm going to do. So I'm going to delete one set. I think I got a little too distance node creation happy. So I need, I'm going to call this one A. And I'm going to call abs, this one abs goal A. So I might go with A or B. And depending on which one I decide to go with, I will rename it to remove this postfix identifier. So the distance dimension node, I'm going to call it abs PSD. And I'm going to, and I also put an identifier at the end of this one. And I'll just give the next set same names, but with B. So let me go through and name all this stuff. And I'll do the same thing for the back side. The back will just be the same as what I just did, but rib cage. So let me speed through this naming. Now it's time to snap these locators to their respective locations. So I'm going to, with everything I just created selected and this entire spine chain selected, I will isolate all of this stuff. Now, the chest joint will receive pretty much all the triggers I have over here. So I will snap all of them here. I'll go modify, mass translations, mass translation, and I'll just go through and do that with all the other triggers. Now, when it comes to the goals, goal B is going to go to the hip, what I had originally planned on doing. And goal A is going to go to one of these spine joints, which I think will do a much better job with holding the goal. So let me grab all the goal Bs. So I'll grab goal B over there and match its translation to the hip. And I'll do the same thing with the rib cage. Match its translation to the hip. Now it's time to aim for the location which I think is going to be ideal. And right now I'm thinking it's the middle spine joint. But some parts of me believes that it's going to be this one right here. This one right on top of the middle spine joint. So I'm actually going to go with that one. And worst case scenario, I'll just shift down if I think that this is underperforming. But I think this is where I want the goal locator to be. So I'm going to grab the A goals and snap them here. All right, so all our locators are now in position. And now it's time to freeze all their transforms. So I'm going to go ahead, grab all these locators, go modify, freeze transforms. Now the next thing I'm going to do is create a grouping system like I did for my triggering system for the shoulder girdle. But this time, everything is going to have an adjust group sitting on top of everything. So let me go through real quickly and create 2 groups each for every locator. So I'll just create the first one by typing group into the mail window, and I'll hit the G key to repeat. So basically, I'll just be hitting the G key twice for each and every one of these locators. That's just going to give them 2 groups each. All right, so now to now be very careful about the naming of this stuff. So this is a trigger. Right above it is going to be a const GRP. It's going to be the constraining group. And right above that is going to be its adjust GRP. All right, so let me go down and give the same naming convention to all of these. By the way, it looks like I've made another one of those mistakes. I do have the positioning of these groups the other way around. So I do need to make sure that the const is on top and the adjust is underneath. So I'm going to make the change quickly all across. All right, so now it's time to send all these locators to their respective locations. So starting with this one, I'm going to grab the const group and make sure it's parented under this. So I'm just going to do this parenting really simple way. Just select this stuff and move them to their respective locations. So that belongs to the chest. So I'm going to go P to send it over there. That belongs to the hip. P to send it over there. That also belongs to the chest. P to send it over there. That one also belongs to the hips. P to send it over there. That belongs to the chest. And send these other ones also to location. All right, so now every single one of these is underneath their parent group, the group that should be controlling their overall transformation. So now it's actually time to move these locators. You see, these locators are going to work a lot better when they're offset, but I don't know the exact number they should be offset. So I'm just going to move them to arbitrary locations for now. So this one is the abdominal trigger, so it's going to move forward. This one is also an abdominal trigger. It can move forward to maybe over there. I'll just pick some randomized locations. This one is a rib cage trigger, so it's going to go to the back. So it's that one to the back. This is definitely a goal, but it belongs to the abs. It's going to move forward. This is rib cage. It goes to the back. This is a ab. It moves forward. And this is a rib cage. It moves back. All right. Now, so initially, let me show you the type of behavior that I'm going to expect from these locators. All right. Let me bring everything back. And it would have been a smart idea to color code these locators. I don't really like their color. I wonder if I can use Advanced Skeletons coloring system to color them really quickly. It'd be nice if they were a brighter hue, or maybe I can just go into the shape node and do this manually. Let me enable the drawing overrides and see if this is easy. Yeah, I'm going to do it through the drawing overrides. So I'm just going to enable it. And as a matter of fact, I will try to keep the same color codes for the locator and its goal, just so it's a little easier to track this stuff, because this stuff is going to get very weird with all these colors in view. I'm going to come here, and this one I'll make red, and do the same thing here, make this one red. So we know that's its goal. And I'll do the same thing here. Enable, give it a color code of maybe white. Not maybe yellow. So this one's going to be the other yellow one. And this one's going to be the other white one. So let me offset this just a little bit, just so it matches its white counterpart.